Wow, I'm really mixed on this one. Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and welcome back to my Game of Thrones Season 8 review series. This time, we're tackling Episode 5, the second last episode called The Bells. Now, I'm not going to be covering every single moment of the episode. I'm just going to really talk about the beats that I really want to talk about. As always, this is going to be mad spoilers all the time. You've been warned, let's move on. Now, we all knew that Varys' time was probably short, and as soon as we see Tattletale Lannister talking to Dany, it's like, well, okay, here we go. I loved Varys' death. He was scared, but he was resolute, believing that he had done the right thing. And Emilia Clarke played the scene beautifully. She was doing her best robot Bran impression. Lord Varys, I sentence you to die, Dracarys. And I love the way she said Dracarys with no expression. She's just stone cold. Now, I do have trouble believing that Jaime could be so dumb as to not think to take off his golden hand and then get himself captured. But he is, after all, the stupidest Lannister. Good thing he's pretty. Having said that, his scene with Tyrion was remarkable. I thought the scene was written really well. I thought Coster Waldo and Dinklage played it beautifully. You can tell, like, this is the last time they're ever going to see each other. It was heartfelt, it was emotional, I got choked up, and I really enjoyed Drogon taking down the Iron Fleet and all the scorpions on the wall. It did feel a little bit silly that in a past episode, Rhaegal was taken down really easily by just a handful of the Iron Fleet, whereas now Drogon can't get taken down by all of the scorpions in the world, even though he was coming in really close. Still, it was a badass sequence, so I shan't complain. And Dany and Drogon smashing through the gates of King's Landing from behind before her army rushed in, charged in, that was fantastic. But this is where I come to my biggest issue with the episode. I have been saying I want Daenerys to go Mad Queen by the end of the season. I love the idea of this powerful yet merciful woman becoming broken by circumstance and familial nature. It's Shakespearean, it's tragic, but they didn't earn it at all. It was like they flipped a switch. She could have gone straight for Cersei and the Red Keep, but no, she starts incinerating innocents and children, thousands of them. Maybe the writers could have gotten her character there in a longer season or with better foreshadowing, but it just felt really rushed and shockingly out of character and not in a good way. Now she clearly has to die in the finale, and it makes me think now I don't really want to see Jon on the Iron Throne because that's a little bit too obvious. So I don't know, maybe I'm Team Sansa now. Now, I am on record for saying I do not like the character of Euron Greyjoy. The actor plays him fine. I don't like the character. He's too cartoony for the show. And I gotta say, Euron,
I'm glad you did.
Having said that, his fight with Jaime, while it was incredibly convenient that they ended up in the same location, it was a fun fight to watch. And I actually liked Euron's final line. It was very in keeping with the character. And I loved the Hound telling Arya not to join him in the Red Keep. Arya came to King's Landing to kill Cersei and likely die trying. But Clegane tells her, you don't have to end up like me. And I think she realizes, look, Cersei's gonna die either way. She doesn't have to be killed by Arya. And then Arya becomes even more badass, even more heroic, trying to save the people of King's Landing that Dany's just burning for no good reason. Now, Clegane Bowl is something that a lot of people were really psyched for, and we kind of knew it was coming because the show has gotten quite a bit more fan servicey as of late. For me, I was down to see it. It was never something I felt like I needed to see. And it was a cool scene, but I found myself unattached. I wasn't emotionally invested. However, the mountain killing Qyburn was fabulous, and seeing the mountain's ruined face was a lot of fun too. And to see them both fall to presumably their deaths, that was pretty poetic. The big question of this season was who's gonna kill Cersei. And while I did like the way she died, I think I might have preferred more of a face-to-face murder. Sure, Dany kind of killed her by proxy, but you know what I'm saying. I also thought when they were in the dungeons and all the rocks were coming down, I thought Jaime might give her like a quick death with a dagger to the heart or something like that. No such luck. But I did kind of like her dying in the rubble of her own madness and hubris, along with one of the only people she's ever actually loved. I found it pretty satisfying. Overall, I enjoyed a lot about the episode, The Bells, but I'll admit it's got me a little bit worried about whether or not this show can stick the landing. We've only got one episode left, and then at the very least, we'll know. So now I want to know, what did you think of this episode? What do you think of the season so far overall? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, Game of Thrones, all that good stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Valar Morghulis.